Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with the Pastors.
It's Theological Tuesday.
Theological Tuesday, Anita.
She says, huh. So, we've been noticing kind of in the last week, I think we had a Coffee with the Pastors with this earlier last week, about how we're going through these kind of waves of grief. And so on this Theological Tuesday, we were thinking about lament and how lament is such a prominent part of our scripture, yet we don't often emphasize the importance of lament in our faith life. One thing I am observing as people are grieving, changed circumstances and canceled plans, I can see on social media the amount of people that are not lamenting well, and so they are attacking one another, and
losing things like school and losing things like vacation plans or various traditions isn't manifesting in sadness.
No, it's manifesting in anger towards other people. And there's definitely a desire to get back to some sense of normalcy, and anyone that either stands in the way of that, or there's no rule book for how we live in these circumstances. So coming up with how best to do things. I've seen schools try to figure out how to handle it and get tarred and feathered as they try to figure it out. So it's not to say that there are certainly some ways that are better than others to do things. But I think a lot of the way that we're communicating with one another right now is because we are not lamenting well. And if we don't lament, then those feelings of grief, they come out no matter what.
It's almost like when we're not lamenting, we're still constantly looking for wins, right? For things to celebrate. And so, well, how do I do that? Well, I can win this argument. Or at least I can prove myself or my value, my opinion better than the other person. I can have something to celebrate, rather than just accepting that it's not good right now. Right? And expressing that for Christians in a faithful way, that doesn't necessarily lift me over you, but it's just
this stinks.
Yeah, we're in it.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the sentiments of support for one another, I think have been nice to see are, wow, I can tell that was a hard decision for you to make, right? But to take that a step further into lament is wow, I'm so sorry that you miss out on this experience.
Right.
Which we are for one another.
Yep. Yeah, so I think it's important that we give ourselves opportunities to truly grieve and lament what's being lost. If that for you moves into a place of depression, that's, I think, a time to reach out to someone who can help you navigate those difficult waters. There's a way to do this healthy and that moves through the troubled waters rather than ignoring them or staying stuck in them. And we can do that together as much as we can. So that's our thought today on this Theological Tuesday, is that there is a significant place for lament in discipleship and our faith journey. So
A joke, Audrey?
Yes, even though this is a more serious Coffee with the Pastors, you gotta have some light moments anyway. So, here's a little joke about it involves tears. So it's a little bit of a stretch to connect, but so it says, today my son asked, can you lend me a bookmark? I immediately burst into tears, 12 years old, and he doesn't know my name is Brian.
Bookmark. Oh.
I told you it was a stretch.
Yeah. Burst into tears.
Yep.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. May you find a moment today to feel all the feels and reach out to us, to loved ones if you need support in that.
Have a good day.